Yeah, people, I'm back, and we're looking to have another great show and another great day. You know, even with all the crazy situations happening all around us. I might just break into, the Trump situation where they were talking about the possibility of sending the National Guard to New York and Chicago in order to clean up the streets over here. They're saying they're going to get rid of all these vagrants, all these migrants, to maybe remaining some of these, gangsters. And the drug dealers. They say they're going after everybody, all bodies, and possibly your body too, depending on where you are lamping at. They don't want people sitting around in front of these stores, and commuting, and they don't want you conjugating and just standing around doing nothing, as they like to move people around. They were doing that already with the shipping of the migrants, and now they're looking to ship the National Guard over here. And, people are complaining. They're like, oh, we're good with the cops. Just use drones. We see these drones being used to spy on people, and Putin using these drones for airstrikes, destroying lives, livelihoods, and everything else. And, with that being said, there was a conversation that I saw where Trump threatened the man. It's like, oh, I'm tired. I don't know if he even dropped the F-bomb. What the fuck, people? Putin. Anyway, talking about Putin, though, am I going to deal with the rap of Putin bringing this man up on my show? Anyway, there was a video where there was a translation. I don't know exactly how real, this video could be, but they were saying that, oh, I showed up in Alaska, and I don't, intend to go there and not let people know that I was there. As he said, he was more smiles, laughing, and then nobody was suspecting this man's attack over here. And, they were saying that he killed a bunch of innocent people, and this is not a military strategy strike, that this is an inhumanitarian situation. And, with that man, is he even a humanitarian? Does he even have any humanity? Oh, the humanity. And speaking about, things going on, affecting us, there was this Harlem's Legionnaire outbreak that killed 6 people. Now they said the 2 people tested positive for Legionnaire's disease in the Bronx. And now they're worried that this is going to be a situation. And do you think that this coincidence? They're saying that there's no connection between the Legionnaire's disease from Harlem and the outbreak that's possibly happening in the Bronx. And are we going to have to deal with this situation with the water? Are we going to be forced to buy bottled water? What's happening? The fuck is happening? With them working these water systems and these new lines, they say they're fixing all the old warped pipes. So they're looking to give you some good piping as New Yorkers are getting piped out here. And is it an issue? Are they maneuvering the water? Are we getting fresh water? Are we getting lasered plastic particles? It's water where they talk about how Americans have all this plastic in them. We talked about that. But now with these diseases running rampant, is it an accident? Or is it, a case of depopulation? Because you can't get on the internet and say whatever you want. We're not in those times anymore, people. There is no freedoms to be had anymore. We have the full sense. But now they're taking that away. They don't give a shit. They embody the Shia LaBeouf rant. America, I put myself in a place where your opinions don't matter to me. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit anymore. That kind of thing. We being ran by somebody that embodies this speech, and is very tyrannical. While they do it, I don't know, tyrant. A thing that, Mike Tyson said, I wanted to see if I could get that video up, do a reaction. My God. And, hopefully you've been checking out all my videos and my reaction videos as I'm looking to continue the growth here. As I'm looking to build a cult here. And hopefully you're going to be the cultish feds are looking for. The people that's breaking the rhythm of the algorithm and snapping it in half. You know, like we continue to talk about crushing the competition. Snap, crackle, and pop on the internet. You know, but with that being said, this president over here may be more crazier than even me. Maybe more unstable than even me. I don't know. We gotta question that. Might be bloodthirstier. Yum, 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 yum. Delicious. As this man talks about death all the time and people just not making it throughout the days and everything else. And now this man may just be a vampiric individual. I don't know. They were talking about blood shortages. And we heard that for humans, but they're talking about for animals now. What the fuck is happening? Did they switch off and start drinking animal blood over here? What is happening with these people? You know, are they drinking all the good blood? You know, as I talk about, you know, sometimes you just need some of that delicious blood as it sustains me like Nosferatu. But, you know, with that being said, I'm going to get into this flesh-eating parasite now that they're talking about. It comes from a fly. I don't know what the species of fly is, but apparently the larva of this fly is considered to be parasitic, and apparently this thing may, you know, get into your system somehow when these flies lay eggs into people like a bot fly, only for the wound to just get all stinky, nasty, smelly, and, you know, have an issue with the healing because of these little damn bugs, or parasites, I'm sorry, you know, just eating away at your flesh, slowly just chewing away on you. You know, do we need that? Is it going to be the problem? You know, and I don't know. It's just something that's consistently going around right now. Some of the big stories is going around the world, and a lot of people, you know, are starting to take notice about this. And, you know, is it going to be affecting the people? Is it going to affect the way that we move around here, the culture of the people? I don't know. But I do know, oh, that a fucking fly. Get out of here, you parasite. And speaking of parasites, I have this pancreas parasite. They'll tell you it's diabetes. But I'll tell you it's a pancreas parasite. And they won't treat the damn thing. They won't kill the parasite that's slowly taking over your pancreas. Instead, they will give you medicines and treatments that will possibly slowly kill you. As this is all about the money, the moolah. You know, people looking to make a couple of bucks over some people's lack of existence here. You know, people looking to get, you know, into the sugar market. And I'm not talking about a sugar booger bump over here, people. I'm talking about insulins and shots to help you, you know, maneuver the insulin in your body, as you may not have the ability to do it anymore with all this, you know, parasite conversation going on and the toxins floating through your bodies. You know, it's just the drugs to treat the toxic shock system, you know, and it doesn't really do anything to stop the growth of this parasite. And maybe Uncle Bobby and the cult over here could be guilty of, you know, being the online parasite over here. And we're looking to grow. We're looking to grow this cult over here one show at a time. And as, you know, we continue to keep you up. And I'm talking about, you know, up to date with the business. I'm not talking about getting lithium with the any larger people. Get your head out the gutters. I did cut my finger the other day, or yesterday really, you know, when I was getting some chicken done. You know, because I don't know why people trust me with doing this, because I sliced myself with a potato peeler, and I was told that nobody should be able to do that. They say that should be I don't think so. I'm not the only person that's happened to, I'm sure. And it's happened to me several times. I've skinned myself like a potato and peeled my skin off. You know, this woman just watched me a bloody mess over here. Like, I can't touch the damn fucking chicken or the potatoes because I'm sliced up over here. My blood is dripping everywhere. I can't get all this diabetic blood in the food. You might just get a, you know, a glucose spike for how sweet it is. I don't know. And, you know, don't be confused, people. I'm not stressed out. Even if I look like I'm going through a rut. Obviously, I'm not. I'm going through my transitional growth here. I'm evolving, slowly flourishing, blossoming, if you will, blooming. Some people would say, Uncle Bobby, you're spreading your wings over here. You're looking like a goddamn butterfly or even a peacock. As I'm looking to pick up my productions, add more value to the show. And I'm not talking about a fucking $5 bill value. We're talking about real values here. A show that cares about the people, a show that is for the people, made by the many voices that operate at Uncle Bobby's head, because they'll tell you that I have to be crazy to do this. We ran over all the stuff that I'm working on, all the shows that I'm working on. Can I continue to plug my shows on my multi-platforming? How many times can I do that before you get stressed out with me? I will fucking rip this stupid hair off your head and beat you with a fucking stick, Uncle Bobby. Shut the fuck up already. But I'm not going to stop talking. I'm not going to stop working. I'm not going to stop growing. I feel like I'm outgrowing my former self. I may have molted into a new Uncle Bobby, because they'll tell you that, this can't be the man that we knew. Who knew this man was the man, the myth, the legend? The titan, the juggernaut, the kaiju, the Momoa, the Ellsworth, even with the missing front teeth. And they'll tell you that I look like the Jack Lake Beef Jerky Yeti. But I don't care. Because again, I don't have an issue with my confidence. And they tell you that confidence is key, and I'm looking to open the door. Take that key, swallow it, and make sure that it can never be closed again, because I'm looking to open up all the doors, the forbidden doors. Maybe Dr. Z's going to open up one of those forbidden doors. When I have the red light going in the studio, it is like, oh, don't disturb me, Dr. Z. Don't fucking disturb me. Only for her to be like, oh my God, what is that noise I hear in the background? Let me in, Uncle Bobby. Let me in. And it opens the door. She's like, oh my God, Uncle Bobby, are you watching pornography? And I'm going to tell Dr. Z, no. I'm not watching pornography. I'm filming it. Because I'm looking to make the lowbrow style way into Hollywood. As I tell you, Hollywood Bobby. It's only a few clicks away. And I like to think that you can view me, or you mouse jigglers, or you people with the Lulus, looking for some Lulus. Come this way. I'm here to help you. We're going to build you back better. We're going to build you stronger than you were before mentally. I'm not talking about, physically. Although we can talk about physical health as well as your mental health. Because I think that those things come together. Like one slice of bread and another slice of bread coming together like a sandwich. Hopefully you're taking a big bite out of my sandwich. And we're not going to go into the sandwich. Not the one in the front, one in the back, and have a good time sandwich. That's a sexual sandwich that we save for the adult time talk conversations. And we are having the adult time talk now, but we're going to save the sex talks for another show, because right now we're talking about, the things that are affecting us, as Americans. Although I like to tell you that I'm looking to go global, I'm keeping it local. I'm keeping it national. And while we're talking about keeping it national, is Uncle Bobby becoming a national treasure? I guess we're going to find out, people. You got to let me know in the comments. You got to continue to, spread the good word that this man is a maniac, and he's looking to continue to just trend over here. As I continue trending, I'm looking to blow up. And I'm not talking about my stomach, although I would like you to check out my sweet butter shirt. Maybe we can make some money off these $5 kisses and $2 hugs. I don't know. Butters, do you have anything to say to the people? I guess butter is a good lube, though. But we're not going to talk about that either. Excuse me. We were talking about, all these diseases and viruses and parasites, and, maybe even Trump is a virus, a parasite, and a disease over here. Maybe. I don't know. It seems to rile everybody up. He seems to get this attention that, takes the audience by storm. And I don't know if it's a good thing because it seems to get everybody, nearly into a violent state over here. Everybody wants to clobber everybody over here. People that bodied the Ben Grimm. It's clobbering time kind of thing. And hopefully you feel that I'm clobbering the competition. That I'm beating the brakes off of them. Hopefully you feel that I'm swinging their bodies all around here. Because again, I don't want anybody to be able to do what I do. I don't think anybody's doing what I'm doing. I don't think anybody can do it the way I'm doing it. When I remind you that I have the insight and the foresight and the sight beyond sight. Like a lion-o. And I can do it like a lion-o too. But again, we're not talking about that anymore, Rob. Oh, I dropped my dove. Again, who cares? Because again, I'm just trying to keep this, show, together because I have an issue with jumping around from topic to topic at times that I may have done that already. I may be guilty of doing it already. But, I am dealing with a bunch of personal things that have just come to my attention and I might just not reveal over here because I want to respect the people that are going through mourning over here. As I had a loss in my family recently. I just found out today, actually. And my prayers and my blessings go out to my family, and I'm not going to reveal that because, again, not everything is privy. Some things are undisclosed, and right now I'm going to leave this undisclosed because I don't fully even know what happened yet. It's not fully, I didn't get the full story yet, so I don't want to go into anything, and I just want to respect my family. And they didn't even tell me not to talk about it, but I just don't want to get too deep into it. But I'm just saying that I'm dealing with that as well. But I'm not trying to let it stop me from, bringing you a great show. Hopefully you're going to have a great day. And hopefully you're not going to have to worry about drinking Legionnaires in your water or, a fly laying a, parasite, a screwworm that's looking to screw you. Is this a screw job? I don't know. But, when we talk about, keeping yourself healthy, do we have the availability now? There's so many things that can get to you. There's so many parasites, they say, in mosquitoes. So many diseases in them that can run rampant. And tend to in other regions of the world. But it seems like slowly but surely all these fucking diseases and parasites and everything else is making its way, is reaching its way, into America, into Americans' homes over here, becoming a normal. And, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't think so. But hopefully, Uncle Bobby, it's becoming part of your daily activities. Hopefully, I'm becoming normal for you to see as I continue to pop up from out of nowhere. You never know when you're going to catch me. You never know when I'm going to pop up on you. And again, with everybody out there, with all the people running around here, maybe we can come together and have this conversation. Maybe we could do the live soon, because I'm looking to take it live. And we can talk to the people directly. Get some of the questions and the answers from the people directly. And definitely break down what the people really want to know. What do you really get to? What's really going to get the good reviews? What's really going to pick up the views here? I don't know. But I guess we're going to figure it out as we continue to do these shows here. And I'm going to get ready to end this show because I have other things I would like to get into today. And I have a very tight-knit schedule here. So with that being said, even if your Ancestry.com says I am not your uncle, I am your uncle. And even if I'm irresponsibly drinking sometimes, I'm not irresponsibly thinking, and I'm thanking everybody for taking the time out, and sending some of this love over here. As I'm looking to give you $5 kisses and $2 hugs. But I'm not charging people. You get this for free. Because again, I'm not sponsored. And, with that being said, from the morning, afternoon, or whenever we catch you, forget about it.